Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And you may ask, what am I looking at here, Big Ward? And I'm glad if you asked that. These are truck tires, semi-truck tires from an owner operator. And I'm at the mechanic shop where my truck is right now. I came up here to check on it. And I just happened to look over here at these tires that's in the shop. This truck is in the shop too. This truck has been running, still in service, still working. And I'm showing y'all this to show you that I'm not the only one that's feeling the pinch, the crunch of the economy being bad. When y'all think it's just me, Big Ward, just find you somewhere else to go, find another job, no. So what I'm showing you here is these tires that this guy's running. I'm not gonna show you the name of his company, who he is. Slick of the baby's ass. This truck is in the shop. And I asked him, the mechanic, what's wrong with it? He said it's fixed. The guy just ain't got the money to come get it. So it's sitting here, like mine was until you pay him off. He'll work with you like that. Or if you ain't got the full, like if you owe a lot, now if you owe over $500, he ain't gonna do that. But if you owe a lot, if you ain't got it, you can make payments, down payment, because he still got the truck. So you're gonna have to pay him or you lose your truck. You know how that goes. But anyway, so I paid mine off. But my point is, even before this guy made it to the shop, before his truck broke down, which is fixed now, he just ain't got the money. And obviously, if his truck tires look like this, he ain't got the money to pay for whatever it is to get fixed. I want y'all to look, you can put these tires in a car. Now, all these trucks you see here, sitting back here, I asked them what's wrong with them, because I was trying to find some parts for mine. Nothing, they finished. All these are drivers that can't come get their truck out. Don't have all the money. Now, Jordan, that's a company truck over there, but these are trucks just sitting there. There's plenty more. I don't want to show you all these different people out here, but hold on. Them truck finished. Ready to go. Except for that blue one right there. It's for parts, and that red one, it's a insurance, or what you call it, where the insurance, it ain't no good no more. It's just for parts. Other than that, every truck out here is ready to go. When you see them sitting out here, they're not being worked on anymore. They finished. Now, I was showing y'all that, not to put them down. I was showing you to show you that I'm not the only one. I was showing you to show you that you're not the only one. All of these are guys that I know, seen around, knew at one time were doing quite well, including myself. They were doing quite well, including myself. Let me say that again. I'm looking at about 30 trucks out here. About 15 of them are ready to go. And the other one, he said he like waiting on parts and stuff like that for him. But he showed me at least 15 trucks that's ready to go and say they don't have the money to pay for them. It's guys like this at this mechanic shop that's helping guys like me stay in the game. I ain't gonna tell you the name of the shop because of the people that hate me. I don't want to expose nobody to my hate. So that's the only reason I won't give the name of this shop that's in Mobile. That's helping drivers like myself stay in business. If we don't have the money, and he know we ain't got the money because he know we're not working. And that we're just trying to stay afloat. We're just trying to stay in business. This is crazy. This is weird, unusual that the trucking industry is doing this bad. Am I speaking for the entire trucking industry? No. Just the majority of it. You still have small segments that are doing okay right now. I would say I know the oversized, heavy haul people make a lot of money, but I don't know if they busy though. I know they make a lot of money when they working, but I don't know if they working either. Because if you go out here on the interstate, depending on what area, what city and state you're in, the interstate is empty. Nothing but cars. When it used to be a time when the interstate was full of trucks, to where if you was a car, you were annoyed by so many trucks on the road. Because a lot of people are scared of big trucks. They're scared to drive around big trucks. So y'all know how the interstate was full of big trucks. And you may not have paid attention, but I want you to go pay attention and look. You're going to still see some trucks out there, but it ain't nowhere near what it was. It ain't came to a screeching halt to where there was no trucks running, but boy, it ain't nowhere near where it was, where the interstate, you couldn't move without a truck being in your way. All in the left lane, holding up traffic, trying to pass somebody. If you're in a car right now on the interstate, you can just book it. I'm off again. My other truck, I told y'all in the shop, I just looked at it. That's what I'm up here for. I'm driving this truck around just to keep it lubricated or whatever. But the tag, while it was in the shop, expired. Now I got to renew the tag on this one. If I renew the tag, I can go to work in this one. Guess how much the tag is? $2,100. My other truck over there, it's $1,000 to get fixed. So if I can't get both at the same time, which one you think I'm gonna get? The one that costs $1,000. So that's why I'm not working in this one, even though this one's ready to go. I still gotta pay $2,100 for the tag, because it expired from sitting here in the shop so long. Because when I first bought the truck, you get a prorated tag. I didn't get a tag for the whole year. I got a prorated tag for like 3 months before it was due again in April. I bought the truck in January. So I only had a couple of months on that tag that I bought. So it broke down 2 weeks after I started driving. Been in the shop ever since. So during the time it's been in the shop, the tag expired. Now it's time for the full year. $2,100. So that's why I ain't driving. Other than just to crank it up, let it run, make sure oil and the brakes don't lock up, stuff like that, until I get the tag renewed. My other truck should be done. They took the drive shaft off to put the yoke on. It's off. It's just in the machine shop getting done. It'll be tomorrow, maybe Thursday. So I'd have missed the whole week of work, pretty much. But that ain't nothing new, because I was doing that anyway. It's just that now I missed a whole week of work, not making no money, and having to spend some. Life's a bitch. Then you die. Then a thought, because it came to my mind. Big Ward. What about Chip Chip? Damn. See, while I'm complaining about my situation, while I'm over there looking at all these trucks and these other drivers, these owner-operators, business owners who done worked hard all their life to get to a point where they can step out and branch out on their own, can't even get their trucks out the shop. Because when we working, we make good money. That wouldn't be a problem. And that was the time when all of us was working. So as I look around at my problems now, at their problems now, I don't know all their problems outside of this, but I know my problems. And right now my problems are just, I told y'all, just financial. I can get up out this truck, hop back in my car, I can go home and take a nap, or I can go to the gym. I'm gonna go to the gym today regardless, but as of right now, it's still early, I can go take a nap, and then go to the gym later. Because I woke up early for the guy to come work on my car. Trying to figure out why it won't stay running, or sometimes it won't crank, or when it crank, it won't stay running. I'm having a fire issue. New distributor, new this, new that. He's saying now it's the old fuse box. I'm having an issue with my fuses. He told me to run a relay and a toggle switch to bypass all that, and I can drive the car. In spite of all that coming down on me, I still ain't got no problem compared to Chip Chip. You might say, who is Chip Chip? A childhood friend, a family friend that I grew up with. In the hospital, fighting for his life. The guy I told y'all about, younger than me. They don't know if he's gonna make it, but he's doing better. Had a massive stroke in his mid-40s. I got these little problems, but what about Chip Chip? So when y'all dealing with y'all issues, and it's weighing you down, you feeling depressed, you feeling sad, and your issues are financial issues, like me. Everybody got problems right now, but everybody ain't got the same problem. We all dealing with something different. Everybody ain't dealing with the same thing. But as you deal with your problems, and your problems just happen to be financial only, and while you worried and sick, losing weight, can't eat, don't know what you're gonna do, feel like giving up, feel like quitting, feel like life ain't worth living, this is too much to bear because you got financial issues. I can't pay for my truck, I can't get this, I can't do that. My truck's breaking down, my car break down now, and you're going through the same thing. Your problems are financial. You didn't get a diagnosis from the doctor, that ain't looking good. Your problems are financial. Your wife of 30 years ain't just come home and tell you she ain't happy, she want a divorce. Then your problem is just financial. You didn't find out after 18 years that little no-neck, big-head boy of yours ain't yours. You ain't just found that out. You just dealing with financial issues. But last but not least, what about Chip Chip? I want y'all to think about Chip Chip, my homeboy from the hood that I grew up with, family friend, his mom family friend, all of him and his brothers, all of family friends. You ain't got no money. Don't know how you're gonna pay this, that, and the other. That's me too. We all in the same boat when it comes to that. If you having financial difficulties, I'm with you, right? We right here. But as I and you, who are just having financial difficulties right now, get to worrying, stressed out, I want you to think about Chip Chip. What about him? He ain't having financial issues. Then again, he is. Because they had a massive stroke. Been in the hospital for I don't know how long. You know how much that gonna cost. So even if he lives, now he got that big old hospital bill. Even if he lives. So now he got health issues piled on with financial issues. What about Chip? When you worried about how you're gonna pay your bills. I ain't telling you it ain't nothing to worry about that. That's no big deal that you ain't got no money, food on the table, worried about how you're gonna keep a roof over your head. I'm not saying that's not a big deal, because it is. That's something serious. Right now, me not knowing how I'm gonna generate income other than YouTube. I don't want to depend on no damn YouTube for my living. Unless I'm making millions, but I'm not. So even with this little income coming in, that shit ain't, I'm not depending on that. Who knows when YouTube gonna get a wild hair up their ass and, that video, what you said about this, now you gotta go. So I know not knowing how you gonna make it is a big deal. But what about Chip? As far as I know, I can't speak for you. I ain't sitting up here that I know of sitting in the damn hospital or laying on the floor somewhere in the house and nobody know I'm there. Can't move, then had some type of heart attack, stroke, aneurysm, whatever, at a young age. That ain't what I'm dealing with. So yes, my circumstance, situation, I don't like it right now, is bad. And I used to hate when folks do this to me. Because I would say, just because I'm knowing it could be worse, that don't make me feel no better. But right now, you got to use whatever you can use to help you feel better about your situation so you won't give up. So this might not help you feel no better, like a lot of times I said, that didn't help me feel no better knowing somebody else doing worse. That make me feel worse than knowing that it can get worse. But depends on how you look at it. Now it just gives me a temporary moment of relief, knowing that it can get worse, but it hasn't. Knowing that it can be worse, but it ain't. Just for the day, it ain't. Just for the day, my only issue is financial. And compared to what else it could be, if I'm going to have problems, and that's the biggest of my problems is financial, I'll deal with that. We're going to have problems anyway. But if my biggest problem I got to worry about right now is just some money, I'll take it. Get it, got it, good. Love y'all. Bye.